Oh, it's demo day!
What's up, friends? My name is Nicole. Get on your feet because it's time to worship God.
With all my heart and soul, with all my mind and strength, will you show me, God, to love like you love me, so all the world will see. When things don't go my way, I'll talk to you, hear what you say, that's what I do. That's loving you. Trust that you'll turn it around, that's what I do. That's loving you. I will love you, God, with all my heart and soul, with all my mind and strength. Will you show me, God, to love like you love me, so all the world will see. Will love you, God, with all my heart and soul, with all my mind and strength. Will you show me, God, to love like you love me, so all the world will see.
Great singing. You can all take a seat.
Let's play Spot It. 2 cards will appear on the screen, and your job is to spot the object that is on both cards as quickly as possible. Spot it fast before the timer runs out. On your mark, get set, go!
From rides going up at the county fair to your grandpa staining wood for his latest project, things are under construction all around us. And it's exciting to watch it all because you never know what's going to happen. Especially on the hit construction show, Build It. Check this out.
Susanna, are you ready to get started on today's project?
No time, Skip. You're gonna have to fly solo on this one. I have to get these blueprints to the contractor working on the Joneses' house.
Wait, no, Suze, don't leave me. I don't know how to fly solo. I need your help. Okay, maybe I can do this. What is this project anyway? A jelly bean dispenser for Jake Allman. Got it. Well, that came together in no time. Now, what to do? What to do? What to do? What to do? Construction log. Time 5:42. This marks 10 minutes without Susanna. I've managed to complete the project all alone. What's next? Only time will tell. Construction log. Time 5:44. I've been trying the jelly beans, and of the 18 flavors I've tried, booger is my least favorite. Oh. Maybe I'll leave those for Susanna if she ever decides to return. Construction log. Time 5:49. Susanna has been gone for a total of 17 minutes. I can feel the loneliness starting to grip at my sad little heart. This is worse than having to eat 1,000,000 booger-flavored jelly beans. What are you looking at, Steve? You think you have it all figured out because you have a little friend there? Well, just you wait. Just wait until your little friend decides to let you fly solo. Suit yourself, Steve. I don't need your judgment. Gary will back me up. Isn't that right, Gary? Gary, we talked about this. You're supposed to back me up. John? What did you say, John? Oh, guys, how are we ever going to make it without Susanna? Gary, where are you going? Gary, don't you leave me too! No!
Here's what you need to know today. When I feel lonely, Jesus is with me.
Let's play This or That, Emoji Edition. Round 1. Stop and see if you can name how Skip and Susanna feel. Everybody stand up. If you think the answer is on this side of the screen, hop on one foot. But if the answer is on that side of the screen, jog in place. How did Susanna feel about getting the blueprints to the contractor? Stressed or tired? Hop on one foot or jog in place. That's right! Susanna was feeling stressed out. When Skip had to make the jelly bean dispenser on his own, was he confident or worried? Hop on one foot or jog in place. Right again! Skip felt worried, but then he finished the project in no time. After Skip was done with the project, how did he feel? If you think he felt bored and lonely, hop on one foot. But if you think he felt surprised and excited, jog in place. You got it! Skip was feeling bored and all alone. Way to go! That's how you stop and name your feelings. Round 2. Let's look around at what was really going on. If you think the answer is on this side of the screen, sit down. But if the answer is on that side of the screen, stand up. Why did Susanna leave Skip alone? Because she didn't want to work with him, or because she had something important to do? Sit down or stand up. Susanna likes working with Skip, but she needed to leave to complete an important project. True or false? When Skip felt lonely, he did not let his feelings get out of control. If you think it's true, sit down. If you think it's false, stand up. It's false. Instead of dealing with his feelings, Skip let his mind start thinking about things that weren't real or true. Was Skip really all alone? Yes or no? Sit down or stand up. No! Skip could have reminded himself that he wasn't really alone because Jesus is always with us. He just needed to stop, look, and listen. The best thing to listen to is God's blueprint for life, the Bible. Check this out.
Hey everybody, listen up. Here's what God has to say. Where is everybody? Hello? Anyone?
What's up, man? We're all right here.
Oh, that's a relief. I was beginning to feel really lonely.
I get that. Everybody can feel lonely sometimes, but listen up. You don't have to feel lonely anymore.
For real? Tell me more.
In John chapter 4, there was a Samaritan woman who felt lonely. We know this because she came to draw water from the well, all by herself, and at a time of day when no one would be there.
That's kind of sad. Sounds like she didn't have any friends.
It seems that way. Most women would go get water together. They would talk and laugh on the way to the well and help each other as they filled their jars. Everyone knew this woman had made some pretty bad mistakes in her life. Because of her bad decisions, no one would be friends with her.
Instagram followers? 0.
Think you could say that. So Jesus was traveling from Judea to Galilee. Back then, people would walk from town to town, which could be very tiring.
Dude, according to this map, that's about 70 miles. That's quite a hike. I bet it took forever.
We don't know how long it took, but we do know that Jesus and his disciples stopped in Samaria. And because it was a really hot time of day, Jesus decided to rest by a well where people would come to get water.
Too bad he didn't have a camelback.
A camelback? I'm sure there was a camel with a back around there somewhere, but what good would that do?
You know, it'd keep him hydrated. He could sip water through it as he walked.
Oh, a camelback. Like those backpacks you put water in, not a camel back. That makes a lot more sense. Either way, Jesus didn't have a camelback. Instead, he asked a Samaritan woman to give him a drink.
What? What did she do?
Well, in those days, Jews were not supposed to talk, eat, or drink with Samaritan people. Jesus was a Jew, so the woman was shocked that he would ask her for a drink.
Kind of like if a superhero were to ask their arch nemesis for a cherry slushie? That would, never happen.
Yeah, it was a big deal for Jesus to speak to her, let alone ask her to get him a drink. She listened as Jesus began to tell her about God's gift that could be hers.
What kind of gift are we talking about? Like a new pair of Nikes? A trip to Disney World? A new car?
Not quite. None of those things were around back then. Besides, they don't even compare to the gift Jesus was offering her. He told her about the gift of living water.
Is that the kind of water you chug down on a hot, sweaty day?
No, it's not that kind of water that you drink, but the kind that helps you to never be thirsty again. Just like water satisfies our thirst, Jesus satisfies our hearts. He fills us with his love that never runs out.
Sign me up for that. I bet the woman wanted this kind of water.
She did. She had been living a lonely life, and she hadn't always made the right decisions. In fact, Jesus told her everything she had done.
Oh, like when she spit her vegetables out in her napkin so her parents wouldn't know she didn't eat them?
But Jesus didn't make her feel bad for those wrong things. He only wanted her to see how much he cared about her.
That's the best. So how did that help her not feel lonely anymore?
Well, when we decide to follow Jesus, it's like taking a sip of living water. Jesus fills our hearts up with his love. From then on, he is always with us, and there is never a reason to feel all alone.
So, even when I'm by myself in my room, Jesus is with me?
Yep.
What about when I'm with a lot of people and I don't know who they are, and I still feel alone? Jesus is with me then, too?
Even then, Jesus loves you, and he loves me. When I feel lonely, Jesus is with me.
When I feel lonely, Jesus is with me.
It's time to play Stick Together. Watch to see what the dice land on. The first dice will tell you a number, and the second dice will tell you what you and your friends need to stick together. When the dice stops rolling, you start moving. Here we go. 5 fists. Find a group and put 5 fists together before the dice start rolling again. Three pinkies. Find a group and put 3 pinky fingers together before the dice start rolling again. Six elbows. Find a group and put 6 elbows together. Good game, everyone. Go ahead and take a seat.
Let's review what we learned today. Try to memorize the cards before the timer runs out. Time's up! Which number has the match? Shout it out. 8. You found the first match. True or false? The woman at the well felt lonely. True. The woman at the well did feel lonely until she met Jesus. Let's find the next match. Find the match, shout it out. 14, you got it. Here's our next question. Once we decide to follow Jesus, will we ever be alone again? Yes or no? No. When we decide to follow Jesus, He fills us with His Spirit. From then on, He is always with us, and we never have to worry about being alone. Which number has the match? Shout it out. 1. Great job. It's time for one more question. The next time you feel lonely, what can you remember? Whenever you feel lonely, you can remember that Jesus is with you. You can talk to Him and listen for Him to talk to you too.
Let me tell you about a time when I needed to stop, look, and listen. Like one time when I had to move to a new school. On my first day, nobody invited me to eat with them. So I had to sit in the lunchroom by myself. My emotions started building up and I was feeling all sorts of things. So I stopped and I took a deep breath to help name what I was feeling. And that's when I realized that I was actually feeling lonely. Next, I looked at what was really going on and I saw that watching the other kids laugh and talk while I was alone with my PB&J made me feel completely left out. Then I knew I needed to listen to what God says about it. So I remembered a verse from Matthew 28:20 that says, "And you can be sure that I am always with you." It reminded me that I am never really alone. Even though I was feeling lonely, I realized that Jesus is always with me and I didn't feel so down anymore. So next time you're feeling something and you need to deal with how you feel, remember to stop, to look, and to listen.
One way to deal with all of your feelings is to worship God. So get on your feet. It's time to sing.
You know when I'm lonely, you know when I'm sad, I know. And you are with me, yeah, you are with me. You know when I'm worried, you know when I'm mad, I know. And then I can trust you, yeah, I can trust you. You don't want perfection, you just want my best. And when my mind is racing, you will give me rest. God is greater, greater than my feelings. He knows everything, He knows everything. God is greater, greater than my feelings. He knows everything, He knows everything. You know when I'm lonely, you know when I'm sad, I know. And then you are with me, yeah, you are with me. You know when I'm worried, you know when I'm mad, I know. And then I can trust you, yeah, I can trust you. You don't want perfection, you just want my best. And when my mind is racing, you will give me rest. God is greater, greater than my feelings. He knows everything, He knows everything. God is greater, greater than my feelings. He knows everything, He knows everything.
You are greater than all I feel. You know it all and you always will. I trust in you with all that I've got. Doesn't even matter if I feel it or not. You are greater than all I feel. You know it all and you always will. I trust in you with all that I've got. Doesn't even matter if I feel it or not.
God is greater, greater than my feelings. He knows everything, He knows everything. God is greater, greater than my feelings. He knows everything, He knows everything.
Great singing! You can all take a seat. Now, let's talk to God. Everyone bow your head, close your eyes, and pray with me. Jesus, thank you for always being with us. Anytime that we feel lonely, remind us that you are there. We love you. Amen.